Woo! Yes, yes, this is it right here. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. Oh yes, that's it. Woo! Oh, what's up, brother fam? Welcome back to a brand new whip review. I am back at Audi Wesley Chapel, and today I have the pleasure to present to you my favorite Audi ever. This is the 2021 Audi RS7, and I'm going to tell you the top 5 things that you need to know about it. So it's very hot out there, so I'm going to try to go as fast as possible so I don't burn. Even the car is trying to breathe as well. So before I get started, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new so you don't miss out on any other video that I'll post in the future, and also enjoy the other reviews that I have on the channel. And also like this video if you're excited about this car right here. This car, I have no words for you. Let's get in the review. Let's ride. This is the 2021 Audi RS7. So this right here, this is my dream car. So if I get the money, I'm gonna get this car or the H1 GT. They're like twin sisters. One is fully electric and this one is petrol. So let's take a quick walk around this car, starting with this color right here. So you have the Mythos Black Metallic. So I say Mythos, it could be Mythos, but Mythos sounds good to me. And it also sounds like a Greek god name pretty much. And look at the car. I mean, look, looks like a demon. It looks like a beast. This car could be a Greek god. The Mythos RS7. I'm giving them ideas right now. Alright, so let's keep going. So to the front right here, you have HD Matrix LED headlights with laser technology. So pretty much that technology is going to focus the light on the part of the road that you need to see and not blind other drivers coming in front of you. And you have LED daytime running light and dynamic turn signal. And also when you turn on the car or when you unlock the car, it's going to make this cool animation with the LEDs that will pretty much welcome you to the car. And you know Audi is good for light, so that's a fact. There's no going away from that. So to the middle right here, you have this massive RS honeycomb grille that's going to suck up all the air in the environment. That's why I'm out of breath right now. And you have 2 radars, one on each side for safety features. And you can see that the grille is in gloss black and the Audi badge as well. This is because you have the black optic package on this car. And you also have the carbon package because you're gonna see a lot of carbon bits and pieces around the car. For example, this front lip right here is in carbon fiber. You have a split right there, channel the air through, and you have 2 vents, one on each side to cool off a little radiator that's behind each one of them. And also the air is going to continue going through all the way to the tires to cool off the brakes and give you maximum performance. And you can see that the front is very wide, and it's 76.8 inches wide, and you can see the fenders are pushed out. The reason is because that the tires have been pushed out a little bit more, 20 millimeters, to pretty much improve the handling. This car is built for performance. And this right here is not just a piece of design. It actually let the air go through all the way inside the intakes and inside the engine pretty much. And you have the RS7 badge right there. So the front is very gorgeous. Now let's keep going. So to the side right here, you have 22-inch wheels and you have the RS rims. So the Audi rims are always nice to me, and they say Audi Sports on it. And you have the red brake calipers, which is what everyone is looking to see. They indicate that you have sports brakes on the car, and you pretty much have the carbon ceramic ones, and they are perforated. So pretty much those brakes are gonna help you stop this beast right here. And the brakes are like 10 pistons on the calipers. Wow, that's a lot. They're massive. The actual brake itself is like 16-inch. This is like bigger than some people's tires on some Toyotas. This is crazy. That's how massive the wheels are, and I think it's a great part of the design of the car as well. So if the wheels were like smaller, the car would look ugly, that's for sure. All right, and you can see the wheel arches are very big, like to pretty much fit those tires in it. And you can see right here you have carbon fiber cover on the mirror. You have carbon fiber sill at the bottom of the door, which is also a side skirt. Very cool piece of design. So you can see the deep sloping roof line on the side. So this car is 56.1 inches tall. This car is very low to the ground. It's lower, it's about 20 millimeters lower than the A7, and also it is 197.2 inches long. So it is longer than the SQ8, which is 196.6 inches. And at the back right here, you can see like the body lines follow all the way. Those creases very pronounced, very cool. And you have the fender popping out at the back as well, same as the front. So overall, this car has great dimension, great looks on the side. The side profile is very sexy. Now let's keep going. Alright, so to the back, the back of this car is very, very elegant. So the edge of the trunk pretty much is a retractable spoiler, so pretty much you can activate it inside using the button on the screen, or it's gonna deploy automatically when you reach like speeds such as 60 miles per hour or 70. So it's gonna come up automatically. And you can see like the deep sloping roofline go all the way to the back. So the aerodynamics on this car is amazing. So one thing that is very noticeable at the back is this LED bar right here. So you have fully LED tail lights on this car, and they are linked in the middle with this LED bar. Very, very cool. Black Audi logo, RS7 badge right here. So going lower, so you have carbon fiber diffuser right there, carbon pack pretty much, and this honeycomb pattern right here is not perforated. So it would be very cool if it was perforated just like on the R8, but it is not perforated, but it's just a piece of design right here. And you have the massive oval pipes on this car. Wow. This is the RS exhaust right there. And you inside it, this is the housing for two tips inside it. So you pretty much have quad exhaust on this car, but they're fitted inside two oval pipes. And they sound amazing as well. Not as amazing as they could sound like in the past, but they still sound great. It is the sports exhaust on this car. So overall, this is what the back looks like. So now one cool thing is that when the car is locked, you can just tap the bumper and you're gonna open the trunk just like this. Now you can stop it at any time using the button and use the same button to bring it back down. So this is very, very practical and useful, very convenient on the car. Now let's keep going. And just like we saw it at the back, we have keyless entry on all four doors on this car. So pretty much you don't need to just have your key in your pocket and you're gonna unlock the car just like this. So now let's check the interior. Alright, jumping inside the RS7, you can see that everything is like well made, great quality. So you have the RS Sport bucket seat in this car, all leather. So you have a lot of leather in this interior. RS badge on it right here, and you can see the pattern with the stitching, very luxurious, great details. And you can see that it's perforated as well because you have the ventilated seat function in this car, or the cooled seats as they commonly call them. So that's how it is. So you have massage function in the seats as well. So you get everything pretty much to give you a great driving experience or great riding inside this car. And you have extension for your legs right here. So you have long legs, you can extend this. So that's how it is for the seats. Very comfortable. So right here you have leather armrests with little to none storage underneath it, just for your phone and some pens and pencils. Two cup holders right here, 12-volt socket. You have a spot for your key right here. When you get inside the car, you can just place it right here so you don't lose it underneath your seat and look for it and be late, whatever. So you have leather shift knob right there, two screens, one for the MMI, one for the climate control. So you have carbon fiber on the dashboard right here, and you can feel the texture of it. So it's exposed. It's the carbon atlas. It's not like the gloss carbon fiber you used to get in the past. So this is very different. You can feel it. So I think this is value added pretty much. Great carbon fiber right there, the real fiber. And you have Alcantara on the door right here. You have Alcantara roof lines, very soft material. Some people say it's relaxing when they touch it. We'll have to take their word for it. So personally, I just say that it's soft. It's like cotton pretty much. So you have RS steering wheel. It's not a flat bottom. I was expecting flat bottom, but it's not. You have RS badge on it. So you have metal paddle shifters. But you can see that the front is plastic. It's like the rest is like a cover to it pretty much. So but it's still good value added as well. So extra values make this car different. And the Bang & Olufsen sound system, the speaker on the door, has like a chrome cover, so it's very cool, very distinct to this car. So heads up display is behind right here, and you have the Audi virtual cockpit right there. So this is what you get in this front right here. And also there is a decent sized glove box compartment right here. You can fit like small items in here, and the door bin is decent as well. You can place like a decent sized bottle in there, but you get some extra storage behind it. So that's how the front is. So now I have the driver's seat pushed all the way back, and I can tell you that I can reach the brake pedal and I can reach the gas pedal without overextending my leg too much. So I am 6 feet tall, so if you're over 6 feet, you can drive this car easily, I would say. And if you're shorter, just adjust your seat. You have power seat, just adjust it however you want. Now let's see how it is at the back. All right, jumping at the back right now, you can see that it's pretty much the same dimension that you get inside the A7. So the Practicality is pretty much the same here. So I still got the driver's seat pushed all the way back, and I'm fitting pretty nicely here. It have decent knee room. Leg room is okay because I can slide my feet underneath the seat in front of me. But headroom is always the concern in those cars because of the deep sloping roofline. So if you're over 6 feet, you could be crumbling a little bit at the back, but like being like this. But if you're shorter, that's fine. So you have a bench at the back, so you have 3-seater, so you can fit someone small in the middle, not a full-grown adult because of the roofline. So you can put someone small here, and then the treatment that you get at the back is the same that you get up front. So the seat are the same quality, so to make people at the back feel the sportiness of the car, not just the performance, but you can feel like the seats and everything. So it's like they get the full experience whether they're driving or not. So over here you have 2 USB-C connectivity, 12-volt socket for old school people, and you have a little screen right here because you have 4-zone climate control in this car, so 2 at the back and 2 up front, so you can change temperatures independently however you want. And you can also change the direction of the fan at the back as well, so you get decent amount of option at the back. And the last thing that you have at the back is that you have heated seat at the back, even though the seats are perforated, but you don't get the cooled seat at the back, which is a bummer. Why you get them perforated to look like up front and not get the same function? But they are heated. Not in Florida though, it's too hot out here, so we don't need that. So now let's check the boot. Alright, so we saw that before that you could kick the bumper and open the trunk, but you can do the same thing with the key. So all you gotta do is double click the trunk release button on the key and you can open it. You can press the same button to stop it at any time. So right here you have a massive trunk. This is the benefit of a hatchback pretty much. You get tons of space at the back and tons of space to put your item and reach them as well. So let me show you. You can pretty much fit a whole human being at the back. Oh, very relaxing. Damn. Okay. Yeah, so pretty much the dimension of the back is going to show right here. There you go. So that's how big the trunk is. The practicality at the back is very good, despite the little discomfort with the sloping roofline when it comes to headroom inside. But this car is very practical actually. So when you want to put this down, just hold the key, the same button is going to bring it down. Alright, now we're back up front to talk about the MMI system a little bit. So pretty much you have 2 screens, one for MMI and one for climate control, 10.1 inch, 8.1 inch. So pretty much the same system as the other Audis. So if you want to see this system in more details, feel free to check out the A7 videos. You can see the pop-up on the video right now. Click on it. You're going to see this in more detail. So now let's turn on the car. There you go. So you can hear this nice welcome sound as usual inside the Audis. So this screen is a touch screen, so it's very responsive, very user friendly, I'm telling you. And the icons are so big that you're not gonna click on something else that you didn't want. And attention to detail right here, you can see that they have on the vehicle settings, they have the RS7 and not the A7, so that's very cool. So right here you can control the climate control however you want. So on the settings, you can go to settings and go to display and virtual cockpit. You can change the view right here. So there's 3. So you have RS Sport, which is the circles. So you have the RS Performance, which is like the reverse Nike swoosh pretty much, and you have the runway view as well. So it's looking like you're about to take off on an airport like runway. So it's very cool. So you have information about the car, information about like you have your media, your phone, and you have navigation as well. So it's very clear, it's HD, you don't need to squint to see anything right here. And you can adjust your brightness in here as well. So this is how it is in here. So on top of it, you have the heads-up display, and also you can see when you're on like different mode, for example the RS Performance view, you can see the same view on top right here. This is very cool. It's value added pretty much, and it's so clear that you can see everything you need without taking your eyes off the road. So it's right here in front of you. So right here you have the Audi phone box. We have a wireless charger in here, and when your phone is inside this box, you're gonna have better service because it's a signal booster using the antenna of the car. And also, even though you have USB-C connectivity, but if you have Apple, you can use Apple CarPlay wirelessly inside this car. So now let's check out the engine. Alright, so when it comes to performance, you already know this car is gonna be a beast for sure. So let's see how it looks under the bonnet. So even the cover looks luxurious on this car. So this car is powered by a 4-liter twin turbo V8 engine that can produce around 600 horsepower. So this car is gonna send you to the moon. So wow, it's gonna pretty much like make your head hit your headrest on your seat pretty much when you take off. So this car is very powerful, and you have an 8-speed automatic gearbox on this car, and you have torque split. So pretty much the transmission can send up to 80% of the power to the back wheels using the rear diff. So it's gonna pretty much send you out the corners and all the great stuff, pretty much great performance. So when it comes to fuel efficiency, this car will give you 50 miles per gallon in the city and 22 on the highway, and you still get the same Audi Drive Select mode. So you have the comfort, you have dynamic, you have auto, and also you have the RS mode as we talked about before. So the RS mode, you can configure it however you want. So it's pretty much like the individual mode that you get in other Audis, but in this one you get the RS mode. So now let's hear how the engine sounds. Alright, now let's see what the RS7 is like to drive. So I'm going to kick off in comfort mode. So pretty much this is to show you how easy it is to ride in this car. And a lot of people think that this car is gonna send you off like every single time, but I'm here to show you and to tell you that this car can be your daily driver. So right now I'm in comfort mode. The car is riding like smoothly, like you don't have to worry about anything, just ride comfortably. And the fact that I'm in comfort mode, I'm riding like 40 miles per hour right now. I cannot even hear the exhaust at the back. So like the car is pretty much like it's sleeping. You know, you can hear the engine note just a little bit, but like the exhaust at the back is sleeping. And you have this cylinder deactivation technology in the engine, where you have this V8 in this car, but at low speed and comfort mode, it's gonna deactivate some of the cylinders, and you're gonna ride on 4 cylinders only. This can help you save gas just a little bit, but when you get a car like this, you don't expect to save too much gas, as I said before, for the SQ8. So this is the price you pay for performance, and you're gonna do a lot of stops at the gas station. That's what comes with it, you know, that's the price for performance. So it's very smooth on comfort mode. The steering wheel is very loose, like it's very comfortable. Like wow, this is definitely a daily driver. It gives you the best of both worlds. But if you want some performance in comfort mode, you gotta put your foot down. But it takes a little while to react, because you know you have to reactivate some of the cylinders, and also you're still in comfort mode, so it doesn't give you like the maximum power right away. But it is very smooth. Now, something that you need to know about this car is that you have rear steering on this car. So pretty much at low speed, the back tires, they're gonna turn in the opposite direction to the wheels up front to pretty much reduce the turning radius of the car, so you can take the sharp corners, you can go around like the roundabouts very easily. So you know the car is very long, so that's gonna help the car turn sharp corners very easily. But at high speed, they're gonna turn in the same direction with the front tires to pretty much keep the car stabilized. So another thing that you have is that you have 4 independent air sport suspension on this car. So pretty much when you're riding at like 70 miles per hour, the car is gonna drop another 10 millimeters. You already know that this car is 20 millimeters lower than the A7, so it's gonna drop another 10 millimeters at 70 miles per hour to pretty much reduce the drag. So this car is definitely built for performance. So this is all the thing that you get inside this car. Now I am in dynamic mode. I already tried it in comfort mode. It was very comfortable. Now I'm gonna try it in dynamic mode, which is the pretty much like the sportiest setting in the car, and see how the engine is going to react. So now let's go. Oh my gosh. Oh. Woo! The car literally took off with me. The car literally took off with me. The car is brutal. The performance you get inside this car, it is brutal. This is a phenomenal, like, wow. The amount of like power that you get inside this car is like, and the quattro all-wheel drive is backing you up, so you're taking like the corners very easily. So you don't have to worry about anything in this car. This car, like, the performance you get in this car is gonna satisfy. For all the performance that you get inside this car, so it comes with a price tag of $135,000. So this is the MSRP for this car, $135,000. So this one is like pretty much fully loaded. You have everything you need in this car. But definitely when you put this car in dynamic mode, when you put any Audi in dynamic mode, pretty much you're gonna get the best out of them. So this car, oh my gosh, that was like mind-blowing. The car literally, it felt like a fighter jet that is about to take off. You can feel like the front of the car is being lifted up. So it's very thrilling in this car. So you're gonna be like impressed. You're gonna be amazed. Alright fam, thank you so much for watching this review about the 2021 Audi RS7. So this car is breathtaking. It's mind-blowing pretty much, and I love it. This is my favorite. Is that weird? Anyways, so if you enjoyed this review, make sure you give me a big thumbs up. Like this video right now. It's gonna help the channel tremendously. And also subscribe to the channel if you're new, so you don't miss out on any other video that I'll post in the future, and also enjoy the other reviews that I have on the channel. So now feel free to comment down below what you think about this car, and if you would prefer this car over any other Audi model or any other car manufacturer for the matter that compete against this car. So pretty much until we meet again, let's keep riding.